Hey there! It's Master Bundles, and today we decided to talk about how you can conquer your Behance audience. So, make yourself comfortable and let's go. Adobe Behance is one of the major social media platforms where professional designers can showcase their best work. It's a very niche and competitive platform. At Master Bundles, we developed this guide to help you succeed in getting featured on Behance. Let's get cracking. How to choose a project to be shared on Behance. First of all, your project must be completed and of top-notch quality. We are often asked how long it should be. The answer is as long as needed, but no more. This means that in a project you should tell a story from beginning to end, but try to be on point and don't be repetitive. Things can get really boring, really quick. What's your strength as a designer? If you want to be featured, you need to present the best of the best, something to differentiate you from others. Start from something that you really love and that resonates with you, then give it an angle that is eye-catching and uniquely yours. Pay attention to the visual side of the project. We said that you need to finish your Behance project before submitting it. In addition, your images need to be of the highest possible quality, whether they are photography, compositions, illustrations, 3D, you name it. Choose a powerful cover image. The cover image is like a handshake. It tells a lot about the owner. Make sure you choose an image that sums up the whole project and consider including a full resolution version of it inside. People create expectations when they see your cover, and they expect to see more of the same. Think art gallery. Your work needs to be presented like an exposition. Every image needs to be pixel perfect. Try to carry the theme all the way to the end by creating one narrative thread that will grip your viewers and make them go wow at each and every image. Title and description are important. The title needs to be descriptive and hook potential viewers in, so they click. The description is the space where you can walk people through your workflow and the concept behind your work. It's a good place to make your collections even more powerful. Choose the right category. On Behance, categories are called creative fields. Make sure you always select the one that best describes your work. Not all creative work can be limited to one creative field, and Behance helps you with that. Nonetheless, by choosing the right category, you will gain exposure to an audience that might be interested in your work and services. Add relevant metadata. Like many social media platforms, Behance relies on an algorithm to serve content to its users. When you are working on a project, jot down keywords that describe it perfectly, then use them in the title, alt text, descriptions, and tags. You can use anything from the theme of your work to the technique used, anything that you think people are searching for. How can you find good keywords? Glad you asked. There are two main ways. Think of what you would type into the search bar. Look at the top results from a few Behance searches relevant to your work and see what keywords the artist used. Luckily, Adobe Behance has very extensive documentation. Behance has 4 search types. You should try to create collections that fit in all categories. Project search. Pretty self-explanatory, the search is based on the keywords and metadata. The better you choose them, the more probable your work will pop up in someone's search results. Image search. This is more for photographers, as you can also filter for camera type, lens, and similar criteria. If you have this type of data, make sure you fill it in before publishing your content. Individual images can be added to mood boards. They were once called collections and are a bit like boards on Pinterest. If your image gets saved to one or several mood boards, you will benefit from a boosted visibility. People search. This is the reason why it is very important to complete your profile as thoroughly as possible. People can search for art type, skill, and similar things, not just by name. This is the search used the most by people looking for professionals. Build an accurate profile to make sure they find you. Mood board search. You never know when a mood board you've been saved in will pop up. This search is useful for you though. Search for boards that are relevant to your field and add the work of others to your board. Behance is a pretty cool community, and if your work is worth it, people will return the favor. How to build a network on Behance. Behance has a system of followers much like every other social network. To have a fair amount of followers means your work has more exposure brings more followers mean more credibility, and even more exposure, you get the picture. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. There are a few things you can do to increase your follower base, and it draws from the general social media know-how, so it should be easy to implement. Share and invite your existing network. You can connect your Behance profile to several social media profiles, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. This means that anytime you share content on Behance, you can also distribute it through these additional channels. More importantly, you can ask your existing network to follow you on Behance. Follow influencers on Behance and engage with their work. Like, share, and comment. Be thoughtful in your comments, make them count. By doing these things, you will help them, and they are bound to notice you and help you back by doing the same. Join partner networks. The great thing about Adobe Behance is that it partners with major brands and you get to showcase your work to audiences that you are sure are interested. Keep your eyes peeled for new relevant partners because they add more every week. Up for a challenge? As designers, we have an innate drive to compete. Behance is the perfect place to do that. Take part in the many competitions that they offer. Even if you don't win, your work will reach more eyes. A word of advice: enter only the competition that you think will shine the best light on your work, otherwise, you run the risk of hurting your reputation. Apply for jobs. Behance has a job board for freelancers where you can advertise your services and apply for gigs. You might not get all the jobs you apply for, but it's still a way to get your portfolio out there. Live stream. Behance lets you stream live, a bit like Twitch, and then make your streams available to people, like YouTube. This gives you an incredible opportunity to showcase your skills, your workflow, and how professional you are. Check out Maddie Belwar and Andre Lero, who have some epic live stream you can learn a lot from. Get inspired. Whenever you see something that strikes you as really good, maybe on the front page, stop for a minute and explore it. Try to grasp what the artist did and why it resonated with you and with other users. Try to make those concepts yours and incorporate them into your work. Get featured. Being on Behance's first page sure will bring you more followers, but you need a good strategy to get there. In addition to all the tips we have already given you, the Behance team themselves have given a few pointers we can share. First, the longer the project the better. They want to showcase only well thought out, engaging projects that will draw the viewers in. Second, make it cohesive. Try to develop a storyline for your project that ties all the images together. Third, use only images of the highest quality. Everything has to be pixel perfect. If you are a professional designer, photographer, or artist, Behance is a platform you should consider investing in. It is a place built for professionals, where you can get exposed to and reach big clients. At the same time, make sure you only showcase your best work, because the platform is so competitive that any failure may leave a permanent mark.